Hi guys, I'm Dustin. Welcome to Groundhog Cafe. Today we're doing a collab with BODUM and they're giving us a bunch of their products to do some home brews so that you guys can make cafe quality coffee at home. Hi guys, so for this demonstration I'll be showing you guys how to make the BODUM Pour Over coffee, and we're hoping to get it to cafe quality. They've also supplied us with a signature milk frother, which we're going to be used to froth the milk as well. So a few things to note now before we start making this coffee. The pour over is very much a fourth wave method of making coffee. It's rarely often used in single origin coffees due to the fact that the extraction process allows you to pick up a lot more of the nuanced flavors of the coffee. Don't worry too much about it. For now, we're gonna focus on getting you guys the perfect cup. So into this, we're gonna put 30 grams of coffee and 350 ml of water. As with any coffee that you're making, don't allow the water to be fully boiling. You're looking at anywhere between 90 to 95 degrees in temperature. So we're gonna start with our pre-ground ground coffee, right? Depending on how you like your coffee, you wanna vary between a coarse grind. Getting finer, the stronger you want it to go. We've got a nice coarse grind, so we're gonna go ahead and put 35 grams into it. So we put our 30 grams of coffee in, and now what we're gonna start with is the first process of making a pour over coffee, which is introducing hot water, 95 degrees, about 50 ml into the top, and allowing to bloom. Nice steady stream, don't break the water. We're going to allow this to sit for about 30 seconds while the bloom activates. Once that's done, we're going to top it up. In the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how to make use of BODUM's milk frother. So we're going to froth some milk in the meantime. I'm going to put in the hot milk to the designated line. Put the top on. And now, very gently but vigorously, froth in an up and down motion. You'll see it almost triples in volume. Once you've got the desired texture, if you like really foamy milk, keep going at it. If you like it to be soft and silky, stop once it's tripled in its size. Come back to the pour over. Now if you can get the ratio of water running out to the same that's running in, you should be able to get a perfect extraction. If it's slowly starting to fall over, just slow down. The entire time for this extraction should be anywhere between 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. What I'm going to come and do here is just move some of the beans that are sitting on the outside of the mesh. Just try and get them in. I'm going to agitate the middle a little bit to help the extraction process. And top it up with water now. A little nuance when it comes to making pour overs, which is called agitation. Alright, it's just assisting the water to extract by slowly moving pour over in a clockwise motion, making sure not to spill anything over the top. All it's going to do is allow the coffee to extract through. As BODUM likes to say, make taste, not waste. So with their pour over range, they've introduced a stainless steel filter as opposed to providing paper filters. This has two major benefits. The first being the environment, in the sense that you're not throwing away any of these paper filters, that cuts down on your single-use waste. The second benefit is in the flavor that you're going to get out of your coffee. The paper filters absorb essential oils and flavors that go into a coffee. The stainless steel filter will allow all of those to make it into your final cup. So it's been just around 3 minutes. Our coffee's finished extracting. Our milk's nice and frothed using the BODUM milk frother. So what we're going to do now is we're going to assemble our little cappuccinos. BODUM has supplied us, comes with the pour over. It's a little attachment to the top. Press it in. It's going to make sure that you don't spill any of your deliciously extracted coffee. Make sure it's get every last drop. Okay, now we're going to add our froth milk into the top. Just hold the plunger down and pour out slowly. You'll have foam in the end of the jug, so when you're ready, pop the top off. Make sure not to spill any of the foam. And top it out. We finished our pour over coffee method. I'm going to highlight two things for you guys to take away from this. The first being the color gradient in your coffee. You might have noticed when you finish making your coffee that it's very crystal clear and pure, as opposed to perhaps when you've made a French press cup of coffee. What you're going to look at there is when you poured your French press out, you're going to see a color gradient run from the top down. Alright, and your coffee's going to look slightly murky with a bunch of those French press solubles in, as opposed to your pour over cup, which is going to be clear and it's not going to have any change from the moment it's finished extracting to the moment that you drink it. Now heading into the second point, which is the most noticeable of a pour over coffee, and it's what sets it apart from your other methods of extraction. It's got to do with the flavor profile. In your French press, there's a bunch of coffee solubles that are mixed in that perhaps mask a few of the more subtle flavors that you're looking for if you're a true coffee connoisseur. With your pour over coffee, you don't have any of that because of your fine filter that prevents your solubles from extracting into your coffee, which is also why it has such a clear and pure color. This is going to allow a lot more of your subtle hints, like those notes of blueberries that you might notice, perhaps a hint of chocolate in your Ethiopian coffee, to really shine through. Now we've finished your pour over method of coffee. Stay tuned for a bunch of others.